Hey, I'm Rich from Everybody's Coffee, and I'm here with Xavier from Metric Coffee Roasters, and we're going to talk about roasting coffee. So Xavier, tell me a little bit about Metric Coffee.
So Metric Coffee was started in 2013, I think. 2013, and we're a Chicago-based specialty coffee roaster. We started with just a couple of shops, direct relationships with a couple of our friends, and of course you guys are now a part of the family in one of them. And our main business is wholesaling, but now we're getting into retailing with our store, which should be open in a couple months. So yeah.
Do you mind just giving me a quick what does roasting coffee look like?
Once the machine's warm enough and it's ready for me to start roasting, I weigh out the coffee in order to ensure that all the coffee that's going in essentially properly measured, because I'm using time and temperature to roast coffee, and weight is a really crucial part of that. Understanding how much weight goes into the roaster and how much is coming out is it's just a part of the process for roasting.
You're roasting coffee from the green, so it's coming from origin to you, handpicked, and then you're roasting it here, and then we get the amazing Metric coffee roasted, fresh roasted at our shop, and then we get to serve it.
Yeah, so. I mean, since we're young, we're working with some really awesome, high quality companies that we're sourcing our coffee through.
Yeah.
And how it works for us is that we are getting our samples. So we procure samples from our trader. He ships them to us. We sample roast them, cup them. Whichever coffee speaks to us is what we end up buying, which is what we end up putting in our menu. And then how we like to work it out is to be able to not buy too much coffee. We'd rather have just enough that we can work with for a little while, kind of love on the coffee, and not have 2 years worth of supply, because that's really not sustainable, and it's really going to get old and not good. So we kind of keep our quantity smaller, because that's just what our business calls for. Yeah, and then just spend time roasting it. Just before we release the coffee, we'll do a couple of trial roasts. We cup them to find out exactly what the coffee's telling us.
Yeah.
Oftentimes, going into a coffee without really knowing it, it's really it's fun and exciting, because I'm not sure what to expect.
No, it still blows my mind that so much goes into coffee. Like we serve coffee every day, so we're serving cups of coffee. Yeah. But before it even gets into the hands of the people who are drinking it today, it goes through so many other hands. And I think Metric Coffee, and you do a great job. Like you've gone out and visited where the actual coffee is coming from.
Yes.
It's where it's handpicked.
Yeah, and it's important, because I think that anyone that's in any industry that connects quality goods to consumers wants to have a full understanding of the process. So for me personally, in my own journey, as I grow and learn more and more about coffee, it's amazing to see people in origins that we connect and buy directly from, and get to meet them and know their personal stories, and see how the business, how us doing business affects their life for the better. As a roaster and as a small business, we want to do our part to make these connections be lasting connections. So just like the way we work, very sustainable. And so the people that we meet at Origin and we support, and vice versa, they support us with quality coffee. It's what we're looking for in partnerships here in locally, regionally, and throughout the U.S. That there's so many things that could go wrong, that it's really awesome to work with partners at Origin that are doing a great job, for us to continue to do our best to do a good job, and then for our cafe wholesale partners to excel and do a great job serving it.
I really got to say, I think it does start from the top. My motto is always, it starts at the beginning, and I think you guys, Metric Coffee does that. You guys care about every person along, like you were talking about, the producer and the roaster and the cafe, and then the person who's enjoying the coffee. I think Metro Coffee cares about each one of those people. Started doing even our own roast with Metric, like a specific blend and roast called the Abyss at this point. It's a working
until
name.
it changes maybe, but it hasn't changed in forever. I think it's stuck. I think it's.
Well, whenever you say the Abyss to people, they're like, whoa.
What is that?
What is that? And but it's a dark roasted blend that you guys put together for everybody's, because you're right. We do try to welcome everyone. So those are people who enjoy the lighter roasted, medium roasted single origins, and then those who enjoy a nice blend that's maybe roasted darker. And you guys, you were willing to go on that journey with us as Metro Coffee and help us find a sustainable dark roast that really is, I think, a great blend that we get to serve in the cafe.
Cool, thank you.
We've enjoyed it, and we're looking at the future for it. I guess that makes me wonder, what does the future for Metro Coffee look like?
The near future is a cafe, so we're opening a cafe literally right there. Like
you can't see it off camera, but
it's off camera. Yeah, so it's a little walk-up coffee shop essentially, which is located in the Fulton and Damon area. It's called the Kinsey Corridor. The ability to put a face to our brand is huge, because then now we can connect with consumers. You guys have done a great job connecting people to our brand, but now having a place for them to come visit, have coffee, learn more about roasting, learn more about cupping, learn more about the producers we work with, see how we are as people is now can be accessed, which is really, like, it's crucial. We want to seek out good opportunities, and we want to highlight good relationships, whether Origin or here in Chicago through our partners. So.
Thanks guys for watching, and a big thank you to Metro Coffee for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah, and please subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and check out our other video doses. Also, if you're in Chicago, come on up to Uptown and have some amazing coffee at Everybody's Coffee.